Welcome to World Conflict Channel. Fierce battles continue in Bakhmut. First of all, of course, we start from the Soledar region, where the Ukrainian armed forces have shown great resistance against the Russian forces. Heavy battles took place in the city last night and today morning. The fiercest clashes took place near the salt mine in the city. According to Ukrainian sources, Wagner forces have carried out 4 attacks on the salt mine since last night, but all Russian attacks were upheld by the Ukrainian armed forces. Moreover, the Ukrainian armed forces destroyed Wagner's 3 local warehouses and mobile ammunition depots around the city. After the release of videos about the destruction of Wagner's warehouses, some Russian sources were forced to admit that the warehouses were indeed destroyed. At the same time, the Qatari television channel Al Jazeera, which broadcast videos from the region yesterday, reported that the Ukrainian armed forces transferred reserves to Soledar in order to stabilize the front. Although the news was not confirmed by Ukrainian sources, a report was published yesterday that Ukraine is preparing to send new troops to the region. Meanwhile, Ukrainian troops are holding out in Soledar despite Russian claims to have captured the town in the east of the country, British defense chiefs said on Monday. The Ukrainian forces were also gradually seizing more ground near Kreminna, which has also been at the center of fierce fighting. In its latest intelligence update, the Ministry of Defense in London said, over the weekend, intense fighting continued in both the Kreminna and Bakhmut sectors of the Donbass front. As of the 15th of January 2023, Ukrainian armed forces almost certainly maintained positions in Soledar, north of Bakhmut, in the face of continued Wagner Group assaults. The Wagner Group, Vladimir Putin's private army, is reported to be vying for power against the Russian regular army during the clashes over Soledar. Both claimed last week that Soledar in the eastern Donbass region had fallen under Russian control, but Ukrainian military chiefs said their forces were still defending the town. The UK Ministry of Defense briefing added, around Kreminna, fighting has been characterized by a complex series of local attacks and counterattacks in wooded country. However, overall, the Ukraine armed forces continue to gradually advance their front line east on the edge of Kreminna town. Over the last 6 weeks, both Russia and Ukraine have achieved hard-fought but limited gains in different sectors. In these circumstances, a key operational challenge for both sides is to generate formations of uncommitted, capable troops which can exploit the tactical successes to create operational breakthroughs. Russian forces claim to have taken control of Soledar, which has 200 kilometers long salt mines which could be used to hide weapons. But Ukraine insisted on Sunday that its forces were battling to hold the town, with street fighting raging and Russian forces advancing from various directions. Put simply, the battle continues, Deputy Defense Minister Hannah Maliar said on the Telegram messaging app. Everything else is in verified information. The General Staff of Ukraine's Armed Forces morning report on Monday detailed another wave of more than 55 Russian missile and rocket attacks in the past 24 hours. It said 25 settlements in the Bakhmut area, including the towns of Soledar and Bakhmut itself, were hit, along with various targets, including civilian infrastructure, in the Zaporizhzhia, Dnipropetrovsk, and Kherson regions. We will continue to provide you with the latest information on battles. Thanks for watching. You can support us by subscribing to our channel.